Is there life out there? With our telescopes, we can see 100 billion stars in our galaxy, and planets are spinning around those billion suns. Logic and mathematical probability lead us to conclude that there is life on our galaxy. Yes, there is life. Definitely 100%. And there are hundreds of billions galaxies, much bigger than our galaxy, who also have life. And there are billion sets of billion galaxies each that also have life. So saying that life does not exist is absolutely ridiculous. There are countless tapes, films, sightings all over the world seen and documented by very experienced and highly trained pilots, which based on their experience in fighter tactics say the power and acceleration were beyond the capability of any known aircraft. Those people were selected to be pilots for using equipment and airplanes that cost $1 million, and they are intelligent, above average, mentally stable and healthy. They do not even have myopia. Also, scientists talk of propulsion methods that are not in the physics books. They say rational and intelligent behavior of the UFO suggests intelligent pilots in them. Flying machines whose origin, modes and lifting and propulsion are totally outside our knowledge were seen by thousands of people, and I will tell you about only a few testimonies in this video. I have thousands of testimonies if you are interested. Here are a few. The founder of the CIA's Psychological Warfare Staff, Special Assistant to the Secretary of the Air Force, Advisor to NATO, and board member of the National Investigations, Colonel Joseph Bryan, in a committee on aerial phenomenon says, these UFOs are interplanetary devices systematically observing the Earth, either manned or under remote control or both. Former head of the Navy's guided missile program, Admiral Delmar Farney says reliable reports indicate that there are objects coming into our atmosphere at very high speeds and controlled by thinking intelligences. A radar bombing expert, Lieutenant Colonel Richard Hendrick, says saucers exist, I saw two. They were intelligently flown or operated. They were mechanisms, not United States weapons, nor Russian. I presume they were extraterrestrial. In any field of investigation, eyewitness testimony is invaluable. What better witness to have in a criminal investigation than somebody who actually saw the crime committed? It is the same with the UFO investigation. Astronauts and cosmonauts are chosen and highly trained to observe anything and everything in their environment to prevent possible collisions from space debris and other space equipment. Many of them encountered unidentified flying objects during their flights. Here I present some few more testimonies from the best trained observers in the world. These testimonies alone prove the fact that intelligent beings are piloting those high-tech vehicles. Transmission from Apollo 11 on the Moon on July 21st, 1969. Buzz Aldrin. They are on the Moon watching us. Neil Armstrong. Their ships were far superior to ours, both in size and technology. Nuclear physicist Stanton T. Friedman says, I have concluded that Earth is being visited by intelligently controlled vehicles whose origin is extraterrestrial. Eyewitness and photographic and radar reports from all over the Earth by competent witnesses of definite objects whose characteristics such as maneuverability, high speed and hovering, along with definite shape, texture and surface features, rule out terrestrial explanations. Pilot Colonel L. Gordon Cooper Edwards says to United Nations in New York in the year 1985, I can now reveal that every day in the USA our radar instruments capture objects of form and composition unknown to us. And there are thousands of witness reports and a quantity of documents to prove this, but nobody wants to make them public. As far as I am concerned, there have been too many unexplained examples of UFO sightings around this Earth for us to rule out the possibilities that some form of life exists out there beyond our own world. Research director and chief designer at Germany's Rocket Center and later a worker on the classified projects for the United States of America after World War II, Dr. Walter Riedel says, I am completely convinced that UFOs have an out-of-world basis. From Life magazine on April in the year 1952. Professor of astronomy and space sciences at Cornell University, Dr. Carl Sagan says it now seems quite clear that Earth is not the only inhabited planet. It seems likely that a large number of planets within our Milky Way galaxy, perhaps as many as 1,000,000, are inhabited by technical civilizations in advance of our own. From Unidentified Flying Objects, Carl Sagan, the Encyclopedia Americana, 1063. Also Sagan, in the Demon-Hunted World, in 1996, says, "After I give lectures on almost any subject, I am often asked, 'Do you believe in UFOs?' I'm always struck by how the question is phrased, the suggestion that this is a matter of belief and not evidence. I'm almost never asked, 'How good is the evidence that UFOs are alien spaceships?'" End of part 1.